Do you struggle making the first move on your dates? Are you afraid of adding physicality, touching her, maybe going for the kiss? Maybe you feel as if you'll come across sleazy if you were to add physicality. Maybe you'll feel as if it might turn her off and break rapport with her. Or maybe you're held back because you feel like you don't know how to add physicality, or you just wait for the perfect moment, but the perfect moment never comes and then you end up not actually going for it. Well, in this video, myself and Alex are gonna give you some really useful mindsets in order to help you get over that fear of escalating and becoming physical with the girls that you're meeting, and also to help you start escalating smoothly and naturally on your dates. Now, this video is actually a clip from one of our recent live 5-day immersion programs where myself and Alex are helping our client overcome his fear of escalation, because he has found himself on a few dates before coming on the program where he was just not making the move, and because of this, it was getting him friend zoned. So guys, enjoy the video and I'll see you at the end.
Just understand that these girls want us to be physical with them. Like, they want, if a girl, okay, think about it yourself, right? If you're talking to a girl and you like her, you guys are vibing, having a good time, if she was to say, try to kiss you, would you dislike that?
Obviously not.
If you guys were to kiss and become physical, would that increase your attraction for her or decrease your attraction for her?
Sure, but if you liked her, wouldn't have increased it.
Yeah, exactly. Girls the exact same. Girls, just like men, are incredibly physical in terms of the way that they want to connect with men. Like, you ask any girl what their love languages are. So many girls, their love language is physical touch. They want to be touched. And often that touch and adding physicality is what's going to increase the connection between the two of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be as simple as, like, they're on the fence, and then you say adding that touch, adding that physicality, you being comfortable with that touch is what then brings her over the edge of, okay, I like this guy. I'm attracted to him. I want to take this further. This feels good. Right? And often that can be the catalyst that flips her from a maybe to a yes on these dates as well. And a lot of the time, if we're, say, too afraid to make the move or escalate on them, that is what's going to, say, make her not want to see us again. Because there's going to be plenty of other guys who aren't afraid to do it. See, if she wants you to be physical with her, she's hoping you'll do it. And if you don't then do it, she's going to literally respect you less, because she's like, this guy doesn't have the balls to touch me. Or maybe she might even just interpret it as you rejecting it.
Yeah.
Some girls are going to give hectic IOIs, like really strong indicators that they want to be touched. You might be sitting close. You might be very comfortable with your proximity. She's doing triangular gazing, which is what we call, like, she looks at your eye, looks at your lips, looks at your eyes. She wants to be kissed, but then you never go for it. And she's like, okay, well, I guess he doesn't like me. But women, they are more subtle with the indicators of interest they give us.
Yeah, I think that you hit the nail on the head there. Though. It was, I want to see her again. I'll make the move. It'll be more gentlemanly if I make the move in the second or third day. That's basically what was going through my head.
Yeah.
I think I'm... maybe it's not that I'm not brave. It's come back to that. I think that's the core of it. I wanted to see them again. And because I wasn't doing what I was doing yesterday. Like, you could see yesterday that I wanted to fucking kiss you one yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
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 And I also thought it'd be a lot better doing it on the second if I meet up over the weekend or something.
Yeah. With an instant date, absolutely. Absolutely, it'd be better for the second time.
But if that was a first date that I met a girl online and there was a situation, what I know now that I didn't know fucking 48 hours ago, I'd be fucking straight in there for the kiss. I know I would.
Yeah. Perfect. And just to reiterate, it's like just as a mindset moving forward too. Again, we talk about attraction, connection, and then arousal or sexual tension. Yeah. So when you have the mindset of, I'd really like to spend more time with this girl on the second date, and that's when I'll probably make a move. The problem with that is as you've already experienced, you went on 40 plus dates, and almost all of them sent the exact same text message at the end of the date saying, hey, I had a really great time with you, but I didn't feel that spark. I didn't feel that connection. I didn't feel a romantic connection with you at all, right? And they put you in the fucking friend zone. This is why it's so important to escalate or make statements of intent or sexual conversations and add some physical touch, because women need to feel attracted to you, connected to you, and aroused or some form of sexual tension. And the thing is, you don't have to invite the girls home. You don't even have to fucking kiss a girl on a date to create that sexual tension. But if you can just understand, big reason why a lot of these women say they don't feel a spark, the biggest contributing factor to that. It's not fucking attraction, it's not connection. It's the sexual tension and the arousal that you're generating. So you can just think now, every single first date that you go on from now on, because you weren't doing it previously, is just make sure that you're introducing touch. You're holding really strong eye contact. You're giving her a compliment, a sexual innuendo, a little role play every now and then or some shit like that. And you're sexualizing the conversation, going into a bit of a dating history, and trying to, at some point, if the chemistry is right, and you can see the right moment to do it, go for the kiss. And also, mate, there's nothing wrong, especially when you go back to fucking Dublin. These Western women, especially being on the dating apps and things like this, even with the cold approach too, they are probably wanting to hook up with someone.
Yeah.
So, and understanding that, invite them home with no expectation of them saying yes or no, and also understanding, because like a lot of the times we have fear around inviting girls home on the first date because we feel as if we're being sleazy, that the girls don't want that we just want one thing, and we don't want to create a bad perception. But it's funny, it's counterintuitive, because the problem is a lot of these women, if they feel attracted, connected, and aroused by you, or have that sexual tension, they're going, fuck, I want to go home with him tonight. Like, I really like this guy. Like, I wonder what's going to happen. They get excited and giddy about it. And then when you haven't made any point to move things forward, then they're just left disappointed. So, yeah, and that sorry, there's one more thing I want to mention about like inviting girls home on the first date. It's like, if you do it in a really charming and respectful way, it's never going to be a problem. Ever. It's not going to make the girls think that you are just some dick just wanting sex. If you be super explicit about it and you say to her, hey, did you want to come home so we can, make something happen? Yes, that there is going to be a deterrent in terms of, one, taking home that night, and two, her wanting to see you again. But if you just say, like, look, listen, I've actually had the most amazing evening with you. Like, you have great conversation. We have a lot of similarities. I like that you have a dark sense of humor. Like, genuinely, I'm enjoying your company so much. So I was wondering if you wanted to come back to mine for a drink. That's it. And if the girls say no, we'll do a little bit of objection handling once we teach that skill set, but in a polite way, no pressure way, with no expectations. And the girls will appreciate the persistence because it's cheeky. It's cheeky. Like if you're like, do you want to come back to mine for a drink? She's like, oh, no, not tonight. And then you persist a little bit. She likes it because you've been a cheeky fucker. She knows what you're up to, but she appreciates that you're the man that goes for what he wants and gives it a go. And at least she now knows it's like man to woman, yeah? It creates that sexual tension. So just moving forward, even for after program, when you are going on more dates, every single one of them, go on, I don't care. You need to, at the end of every day, even if it's shit, mate, even if you go on the worst date ever, you had no chemistry, you don't even want to go home with her. Maybe you didn't even like her at all. Just for the fucking fun of it, to get the reference and to practice as a habit. So, wait, so, do you want to come back to mine for a drink? Fuck it, why not? Like, in some of those girls, you probably thought the date went shit, you probably didn't even like her. And then next minute she's like, no, I'm fucking here anyway, I might as well get a Rodring. And they'll just go home with you. I'm not even joking. I shit you not. There's been so many times throughout my life. Ben would have seen it as well for himself. And we see it with clients all the time. We, like, especially at the clubs, but dates too, sometimes you think the interaction was horrible. And then you're about to give up. And then you just go, oh, fuck, I'm just going to give it a crack. Do you want to come home with me? She's like, oh, yeah, right. You're like, what the fuck? How did that happen? The amount of times we have had clients running around in, like, the bars and the clubs, and the interaction looked horrible. She wasn't paying attention to him. She was trolling him a little bit. She wasn't investing heavily. She was always dishing her friends. And then at the end of the night, we're like, wait, bro, just go and ask her, like, do you want to come back to mine for a drink? See what happens. Like, fuck, no, please don't make me do that. No, like, please don't. Like, she didn't like me. I promise you, Alex, it's done. She rejected me. Oh, yeah, I've had some boys. Because, like, we put them in awkward situations that we need to build those references. And then what happens is they go up and approach those girls. And they're like, hey, like, they talk really nervously, like, oh, hi. My dating coach just told me to come up and say hello to you. No, not that exactly, but they're coming up a bit nervous and they're saying, hey, did you want to come back to mine? And the girl's like, yeah, right. Next minute they go home and they hook up with these chicks. And it's because girls, to double down on this as well, it's like girls want to have sex. They want to be intimate. They have the same desires as you. They're excited to go home with you. They want to have good sex. They want to cuddle. They want to have that connection. So do yourself a favour and her a favour, and at least give yourself both the opportunity to make something happen.
Like, we complicate the entire process, but in the end, what's necessary in order to have sex? You need to be able to start a conversation, escalate, and invite her home. Like, that's literally the only things you need if you want to have a hookup. Nothing else is necessary. So if you don't add the necessary point of escalating, then nothing can happen. You just completely destroy your potential to become intimate with this girl. Completely. And girls, they don't care about a guy being a gentleman. In fact, most of the time, if a girl thinks a guy is trying to be a gentleman, she's going to roll her fucking eyes. She doesn't want a gentleman. She wants a man who's not afraid to go for what he wants.
I wouldn't say I was trying to be a gentleman. I was just fucking sitting there having a fucking crack. The way me and you started having a fucking crack. It wasn't...
You're not making a move or inviting them home because you want to be perceived as a gentleman.
Or respectful.
Respectful is probably best.
Sometimes we feel it's not respectful in order to, if we invite her home on the first date. Yeah. Maybe it'll show a certain level of disrespect, or maybe it's just not like calibrated. But they want a man who's not afraid to go for what he wants. That's attractive to them. And again, the amount of times I've been walking home with a girl and I'm like, how the fuck did she say yes to this? I feel like I was retarded. I don't even know if, like, I did everything wrong. Everything. I feel like I did everything wrong on my end, but I invited her home and she said yes. Fuck yeah.
Because you went, bro.
Yeah. I don't know how like, you're holding a hand, you're like, oh, I have no idea how I pulled this off. I'm probably going to mess it up when I get home. Fuck, I'm just going to keep going. Just like, let's see how far I can, just next step, baby, next step. It's just like, you got to try your best. Yeah. And that's the next point I want to make is sometimes we get caught up with like, oh, I need to find the perfect time to go for the kiss. I need to find the perfect time to, say, invite her home. And the thing is, like, sure, there's some general rules of thumb you can follow, like, don't invite her home in the first 5 minutes. You're probably going to wait till later in the interaction, like, 2-3 hours into a date before inviting her home. Most of the time, you're usually not going to go for the kiss within the first 30 minutes of the date. My point of view, the best time to go for the kiss is when the thought goes in your head, man, I really want to kiss this girl. I want to become physical with her. Because now you're not doing it from a place of, I need to make the move in order to get the attraction. Because sometimes if you're feeling like, I need to escalate on this girl to see her again, because it's going to increase your likelihood of seeing her again if you do escalate on her and you add some physicality at least. Try to invite her home, try to move it forward. She's going to respect that. But it can make us sometimes go for it because we feel like we need to be doing it. But if you're doing it from a place of, man, I would love for our lips to touch right now. I would love to be physical with this girl right now. That is the best kind of mindset to come from when it comes to physicality. Yeah. And if you were on a date, and again, thankfully you followed those rules of thumb, you have a general understanding of what's socially calibrated. And in that moment, in terms of on that date, you're on an instant date, you're probably not going to go for the kiss on the instant date unless she's making it incredibly obvious that she wants to kiss you. Like, incredibly obvious. But most of the time, it's a safer bet not to do it. But on a date, if you were on a date yesterday, running it how you were yesterday, 100% she would have kissed you back.
Certainly.
Yeah, and it would have been fucking amazing. It would have been so congruent as well to you.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to do it.
And she would have wanted me to do it.
Well, she did, yeah.
Well, I was actually observing from a distance at the very end there, and I knew that you were thinking about going for the kiss. I had the camera ready and everything. I'm like, I'm gonna get the shot. This is fucking. He's gonna do it. And the reason why I could tell that you were gonna do it so much was because of her body language as well.
She wanted.
Oh, mate. Like, let's put it this way: if she wasn't a conservative Polish woman who also still potentially had some form of attachment to her ex-partner, because obviously we screened for the dating history there, if she wasn't in that situation, I think you guys would have fucking shared a kiss 100%. Because I watched her. You stepped a little bit closer. You closed the proximity. She fucking took a step forward, bro. Yeah. And then what she did is she punched your tummy. She fell over and like the little horsey fucking laughed, like ha ha ha. And then she looks up at you with like Bambi eyes, and you got really close. And you got close. You guys are both squared up, and I'm like, holy shit, like. This is an instant date. You're going to get the makeout. Let's go. Let's get the camera out. But in the back of my mind, well, yeah, it's good content for marketing, yeah. And also, it's good for you in terms of results. But I'm glad that it didn't happen because, again, kissing the girls on instant dates, we always recommend. Probably not.
Thanks for watching, guys. Now, if you enjoyed this content, then we have tons more just like it, as well as testimonials, interviews, free trainings, and detailed articles in our private Facebook group where we post everything that we are not allowed to post here on YouTube, given today's day and age. So if you would like access to all of these resources, then make sure to click the link in the description below and join our free private Facebook group. Now, if you're someone who is looking to become the most attractive, charismatic, confident version of yourself and start dating beautiful women who you meet in real life without having to rely on dating apps or your social circle, then make sure to click the link in the description below and jump on a free consultation call with myself, Alex, or one of our team members so we can help you reach your dating goals as soon as humanly possible. Anyways, again, I'm Ben Sterling from Social Freedom. Thanks for watching. I love you. See you in the next video.